now, and we're over here back at Bethany Lakes, and I'm bringing out the Ross Fly Start on the Echo Redington Pursuit 4-weight fly rod, and I'm back with the one feather fly that I made the other day, and let's see what we can catch. What they say is this may be the last warm day in November, because we got another front that's coming in. That's the one feather fly. I'm using some 8-pound strand mono as my tippet, and then I've got that DIY knotted leader that I make, and let's see what we can catch today while we have the opportunity. All right, little mobile fishing live stream. And oh, by the way, I started this monthly challenge where I'm gonna try fishing different flies based on lures that recommended by the folks on the stream. I started where, well, you guys could join me in maybe seeing what we can do, catching a fish or two on different lures and whatnot. More details in the links. All right, but for now, let's go and fish the one feather fly. Got my polarized glasses, so that's always good. Actually, I need to make sure I locked my vehicle, so let's go and make sure that happened. Okay, I think I did, but just in case. Anyhow, one feather fly, 4-weight, 8-foot Redington. It's one that I like using throughout the year, and sort of one of my bads that I like keep nearby. And let's see what we can do. All right, I'm walking it up. Let's go ahead and get some line out. I think I got about an hour to fish before I have to call it. Let's take advantage of the time that we have and maybe see if we can catch something here. Okay, all right, we'll just start over here and just kind of go, I guess, counterclockwise, and let's just work the pond. Some warm days, just kind of scared one right off the bat, and this is a nice fly because I can quickly work the shallows without worrying about hooking up with the greenery that tends to accumulate. We're just going to work it fast. We're in this one shadowy area, so let's see what happens. Got a turtle moving about. I did fish one of these other ponds the other day, Cottonwood Trail. It's further up the road, other side of the highway, and had some good opportunity there. Just unfortunately, I was undergunned. I didn't bring the right flies. I was actually trying to do some ultralight bait casting, fishing some trout magnets, but there were so many fish in the mix and wanting to strike on the fly that I went ahead and switched to a fly rod, but I didn't have all my flies with me because I'd switched everything and put it in the pickup or not the pickup, but my fly fishing vest in preparation for trout stocking season, which is in full swing now. Howdy, howdy. Got some folks joining. How's it going, everybody? Hi, Peter. Just gonna see if we can catch something on the one feather fly. It's a fly that's made with one feather, a saddle hackle, and it can mimic a dragonfly or damselfly, kind of hovering on the surface, or in this case I'm fishing it wet, fishing it as if it's like a minnow. And I'm just going to work this pond here. We've only got this is probably the last warm day we're going to have here. Then a front's going to come in and kind of mix things up, so I figured, hey, might as well take the opportunity and see what we can do fishing at least this warmer weather that we're having here in November. I think we hit some record temps here in Dallas-Fort Worth area this week, and well, let's see if we can coax one in here. One feather fly. All right, I'm gonna work it fast, just see what we can do. The other day I saw a lot of little bass in the shallows, so I'm hoping I can replicate the same with these guys. Okay, we're gonna work it quickly. A little 4-weight fly rod, 8-foot and weight forward fly line. That DIY leader that I use, basically a 30-pound butt section, 17 or 15-pound mono midsection, and then I'll tail it off with 8-pound, 6-pound, or 4-pound. In this case, I'm using an 8-pound strand mono, that orange high-vis one that I like using for bait casting, my ultralight bait casters. All right, we got some other folks joining. Greetings, greetings, howdy, howdy. All right, now let's see if we can coax one of these guys to strike. So far, no strikes, but we're gonna work it quickly here. Water's pretty shallow here too. All right, let's work our way around. Okay, let me pull up on the, all right, got some ducks in the mix. Okay, ducks in the mix, pop it over. Okay, and all I'm doing is really just kind of poking the fly different spots that I've caught fish before and hoping I can coax them to strike. Okay, little twitch motion here, basically just fishing it just subsurface, inches, if not just an inch or so below the water surface. Got my polarized glasses, I can see the fly moving about. I should be able to see the strike as well. I'm surprised right now that I haven't got any of these bluegills striking yet, but let's keep working it. I'm working it fast. I did bring some extra ones just in case. These are so easy to basically you're palmer wrapping a saddle hackle onto a streamer hook, and that's it. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. Got it snagged here. Okay, right there. That's all it is. Palmer wrapped. What else we got? Do you like football? Oh yeah, football's cool. The football one meaning one that you actually play in the U.S. Not the one with the round ball. I like the one with the. There's a hit, man. Let's see if he'll hit it again. That's what I was expecting. There were going to be these quick pops at it. So let's see. Hit it really quick. All right. Pretty much mimicking a little minnow. Don't need much line, so don't need to do a lot of casting or distance casting with this. It's really just be it a roll cast or just a real quick short cast. No need to do a lot of false casting. Just kind of get it out there. Oh, look right there. One just ran over here to my left. See if I can convince him that this is a tasty morsel for him. Nope. Okay, let's work it down here. Here you want to be careful because a lot of times there is a fish or two just right here, about a foot or so along the bank. All right, just right here. Inches of water, and they're just kind of lurking below. All right, let's keep working it. All right, let's pop it over. Come on, come on. I had one hit so far. I think we're due for some more here in a moment. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna pop it out there a little bit more. Little roll cast technique here. All right, no, let's go pop it down that way. Okay, all right, back out. Yeah, that guy hit it quick. I'm wondering if that was a bass. Do some short pull retrieves now. Come on, Fishalito. Let's see it. Okay, back out again. All right, let's flip it over that way. Yeah, I definitely like this little 8-foot rod. It's sort of another backup rod that I keep handy for these quick trips. All right, let's pop it out this way. All right, let's go on the other side here. Okay. Again, we're just gonna work the one pond and see where that takes us, and then we'll move on to the next pond. There's 4 ponds here. I don't think I'll be able to fish them all this round, but I believe I can at least cover some key areas. All right. Okay, we got some more. Howdy, howdy. Let's see, Baron. Hi, Baron. Nope, not catching any ducks. Okay, got some geese here. Let's move away from this one spot here. Okay, I'm seeing some little fishies moving about. Oh, some bigger ones moving about too now. We're over here in the weed line. Let's see if I can coax one to strike here. Okay, just a little shaky movement here. Pop it out that way. See if I can parallel the weed line. Kind of tight fitting here. Okay, all right, and again, it's really just mimicking minnow, the little bait fish. There's a hit right there. Oh yeah. Okay, that one hit it right on top. Bass. Some topwater action on some bass. All right, one feather fly. Cool beans. Okay, when I say one feather fly, all it is a saddle hackle, like so. Palmer wrapped, and it gives a nice little silhouette, and it pulses really nicely in through the water. So it gives a little, I guess, some live action look, or make it look like it's alive. All right, let me get this line cleared out. So he hit on top. Nice. See if we can get another one to do it. Pop it out again. Oh, nope, not there. Ah, hooked onto the tree behind me. I tend to catch a lot of trees. I may be an avid fisherman, not an expert, but believe I'm an expert at catching tree fish. Seem to like every single tree behind me when I'm casting. All right, let's pop it out this way. Okay, let's see if I can get it underneath, right over here near these branches. Nope. Let's try it again, right underneath those branches. Come on, guys, let's see it. That one was in the shadow too. Shadows. I've seen that happen before where most of my strikes are on these sunny days in the shadows of trees and overhangs and whatnot. Let's move on. All right, let's keep going. Fish it quick trip. All right, and I did bring some extra one feather flies in case one breaks off on me. All right. Oh, jeez. All right, I gotta stop. Bear with me. Okay, well, I'm back. I had to shut the stream down, but I'm back. Bummer. All right, do it again. Okay, let's get resituated here. All right, again, I'm using that one feather fly. Work it right in there. I'm gonna give it a lot of splashiness. We're not gonna do any finesse stuff here. Actually, the splashiness typically attracts them, especially these bass when I'm working the upper part of the water column, in this case just inches under the surface. Okay, and you definitely want to work it fast. Okay, oh, wait a minute, I need to clear this one. It looks like it's got some junk on it. Okay, got some junk on it. All right, and we'll work this part of the pond and then we'll keep going. Oh yeah, it's all beat up already. Look at this thing. It is beat up. Holy cow. I think I got the line all tangled with it. Let's get that undone. Yeah, well, actually, I think I need to retie this thing. Yeah, I got a bunch of knots on it. Well, like I said, luckily I brought some extra ones. The other day I came out with just one set of lures and, well, that didn't quite do it for me. I needed to actually bring some more, so let me go ahead and grab them. Okay, all right. This is basically a size 8 streamer hook and a saddle hackle Palmer wrapped onto the streamer hook. Okay, all right. And you can see I've got several in there. They're so quick to tie. It's like, you know, just go for it. Man, I got the trout magnets all moved around. Let me get that put up. Still got my trout magnets from the other day. Okay, let's try this. Let's go ahead and throw this baby on there and let's do it to it. Okay. A little technical difficulties, had to cut the stream short, but we're back online luckily, so hopefully I didn't lose a bunch of y'all. And what I'm doing is just doing the mobile fishing live stream, pond fly fishing, trying out the one feather fly. I did a live stream the other day, demo, showing how I tie it, and it is very simple. If you're first learning how to tie a fly that is effective on some bass and whatnot, I would suggest giving this fly a try. All right, let me just tie that on there, and let's see, we'll get that snip, and there it is again. And we'll fish it dry as well as wet. Right now we're going to fish it dry or wet. I usually fish it dry when I see a lot of these dragonflies and damselflies moving about, and you really don't need to cast far working it. You just kind of work the pond area and just kind of keep moving about and doing like so. All right, doing a little roll casting, doing a little overhead cast, and there's a hit right there. Oh, little guys, little bluegill hitting it. See if I can get a bass to hit it. It's a size 8 streamer hook, so it may be a little bit hard for these guys to hit it. Okay, all right, and there's one coming up behind it, 2 coming up behind it. There he goes. Oh, he hit it. That was a little bass, little fingerling bass. Let's see if I can get him to hit it again. There we go. That one hit it good. Nice. Oh, he's off. He's off. Denied. Let's do it again. Let's see if there's another one out. There he goes. All right. I can see him. There's like 3 or 4 of these little bass and whatnot kind of hanging out. So, hey, let's do it. Let's do it, man. All right. So that was 2. One came off. The other one stayed on. I think there's another one out there. I think there's like 2 or 3, I believe, that are still. There's one coming up behind it. Yeah. Oh, he swiped it. Yeah, definitely got to have these polarized glasses so you can see that. There's the strike again. Okay. Coming up right behind it. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy to hit it. There he goes. He tapped it. Another one. Oh, that one Oh man, these guys are hungry. Let's see, okay, this one's, there he goes. Oh, I pulled that one out of his mouth. Okay, that was one of those little stop and go retrieves, little twitch, and he just came up right up and hit it. Let's pop it out a little bit. Maybe they're looking a little bit further. Okay, try it again. It's pretty cool. They'll come up right behind it and swipe it. All right, let's go back out a little bit further. See if maybe they went further down. There was one right there. Yes, this is fun. I know they're little, but hey, I go for numbers. I'm still in that phase, quantity versus quality. Yeah. All right, and you can see the effectiveness of the one feather fly being it does not sink very deep. It's pretty much fish just under the surface of the water, inches, if not an inch. Okay, and the retrieve, a lot of times I'll do a little twitchy movement or this short pull retrieve like here, or I'll just kind of do this. And because I got those polarized sunglasses, I can kind of get a telltale that there's one right there. Right there, he just kind of gulped at it, little guy. Yeah, that's what I saw the other day, and I figured before the next front rolls in and, you know, tells me that hey, fish might go docile on me because of some of the colder temps. So let me get this real quick. We need to take advantage of this warm temperature right now that we have. Okay, seasonally warm, unseasonably warm. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get this guy off here. Come on, Mr. Beto. Let go my flies so I can continue on and catch another one of your buddies. All right, come on, come on. It's just under his jaw. I can see it. All right, I think I got it. Oh, let's redo that. Let's see. I think it's working. So let's just keep going. We're losing time. We're losing time. We got fish in the pond. All right. Well, they were still hitting here, so let's see if they're still here. And then we'll just move it on if it slows up a little. Okay. All right. Yeah, I saw about 4 or 5 of these guys kind of lurking in the area, and lo and behold, I got one taking it. All right. So let's see if we can coax another one to strike out here, maybe. Okay. And it's just twitchy movement as well as this short pull retrieve right here. Oh, he hit it. That one I saw the fly disappear. Okay. Did not see the take other than the fly disappearing. Okay. All right. Oh man, he took that one good too. I'm gonna have to use the forceps again. Let's get this guy off. Come on, I want to be back in the water. Got to be back in the action. Oh yeah, here's some more moving. There's I think a heron moving them down the bank here from me, or toward me right now. Okay, let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see if I can get this guy off. He's right in front of me. You seen that? Man, yeah, I got it right there. Got under his gills. I'm gonna have to come up from behind, so you can kind of pull back on it from behind and then push it back through the gills. And I should be able to get him back in business here in a moment. Bear with me. Just gotta make sure I get it past that one set of gill plates. Okay, very close, very close. I think I got it. Man, there's another one hitting. Okay, yeah, I got it. I just gotta grab it down in there. I'm using a size 8 hook, but these guys are really swallowing it for their size. Pretty interesting. Oh man, this guy just scooted up something on me. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, all right, I gotta work the hook around, and I think I got it after that. Wow. All right, here we go. None for the worse. He's back in business. So we got some folks on the chat. Here's my fishing partner right now. Let's see if he gets one. Let's see. Look at that. Can't tell if he got one though. But hey, he's moving into my spot. This is where I was, buddy. All right, I see how it is. All right. Okay, it's this short pull retrieve as well as a little twitchy twitch. Okay, both are working right now. They are wanting movement. The air temperature is pretty warm. I think it's like in the 80s right now. Pretty unusual for our area this time of year, November. And then let's see. I'm really fishing the upper part of the waters. Oh, there's a hit. Missed him. Yeah, let's see if I can get him to hit it again. Here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, he came up behind it and swiped at it. Let's see if I can get him to do it again. All right. Short pull, short pull. Come on, come on. No, let's move it up, move it up, move it up, move it up. Getting tangled here, bear with me. Oh man, fast action. Love it when that happens. Okay, there's one coming up behind it. He's just thinking about it though. I'm gonna drag it slow. Okay. Dragged it slow and then a little twitch motion. There he is. Ah. He reacted to it and I missed him. Let's see if he'll do it again. That was one of those cool side swipe, little classic, swipes that they do. All right. Oh, we got some folks in the chat. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. All right. Cool beans. Love it when you guys join and get to see some of the action. Been too many times where there's been no action. Hey, there's a hit. Ah, ha, 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 ha. All right, let's see. Working in the shallow. You notice they're pretty close to the pond bank. Okay, not very far, maybe 10, 15 feet max. Some of them even closer. Okay, there's one chasing it right now. Watching him come up right behind it. Nope, denied. Says no. Let's go back out again. Okay, all right. Let's see if I can catch him in the act. No, the little guy came up behind it. Little guy. There's one right there. Oh, he swiped at it and stopped. Okay, let's back out again. He swiped at it and stopped. There he goes, right there. All right. Oh, man. Let's see. He's still on. Yeah, he swiped at it and stopped. This one did the same thing, but luckily I was able to set the hook in time. Yeah! Gotta love it, man. Yeah, they may not be big bruisers, but hey, you keep doing this, eventually you're gonna get one of the bigger guys. Come on. That's fishing, Do it. Let's do it. Let's go and see. Let's check our 6. Maybe something's behind us. Maybe there's some more lurking behind. Okay, so let's go and check it. Bad cast. Back out. Okay, just in case. Doesn't hurt to cast behind you. Okay, this is where I had like 3, 4 pops. Nothing there. Let's go back out this way then. Okay, little twitchy motion. All right, I don't see anything trailing it, so let's. Oh! He hit it right at the tail end as I was lifting up. See if I can get him to hit it again. Okay, he was back over here, right in that shadowy area. Okay, there's one trailing it. He's looking at it. Come on, hit it. Flip it back out, see if I can get him to hit it again. Okay, he looked at it again. All right, one thing that you do want to make sure you do when you're fly fishing is keep that line between that finger right here, so when you set it, you can lock hard and set the hook. It got some leaf, okay? If you don't, you'll be kind of at a disadvantage not being able to set the hook. See, this is what I mean versus being able to do this instead. There's another one right behind it. Let's see if I can get him to hit it. Come on, right there. He pulled it out of his mouth. Fly disappeared, and then I saw the fly pop back out. Okay, let me slow it down. We're basically in inches of water, less than a foot, and these guys are just kind of lurking, waiting for, I think they're waiting for bait fish. Okay, there's one looking at it. He was looking at it. I need some commitment here, guys. Commit to the strike, buddy. Those are the fishies that I like. There's one looking at it. Okay, he came up behind it and just stopped. Okay, let me see if I can convince him that this is something he needs to strike. Okay, no, he's still there though. Okay, there's another one looking at it though. There's one over here moving in to my left. Okay, no. Okay, let's go further out. All right, looks like the action slowed. Oh, no, there's one playing with it. He nibbled at it. Kind of did one of these little nibble things on it, but didn't actually hit it. It's not really wanting to commit to the relationship here with the one feather fly. I think he had little cold feet maybe. All right, but we can maybe convince him here shortly. All right, there's one looking at it, playing hard to get. All right. Let's see if there's a new set of fishies. There's one. Man, he popped it. There's one, right? He did it again. All right, well, toying with my feelings. That's a hit. That one that disappeared. Fly disappeared. I didn't see him actually strike. This fly disappeared and bang. Bangola. All right. So yeah, I don't know how the action's going to turn out once the cold front blows through. But if you guys have a chance, go take a look at the video where I tie the one fly or one feather fly. This is it. Very simple tie, very effective, especially when you're fishing. Be it these little guys in the shallows. I've actually caught some bigger ones though, using this same fly. So It's not limited to these little fingerlings. Be prepared, in other words. There's one looking at it. He's looking at it. He's thinking about it. That's a little fingerling, though. Little fingerling. There's a hit right there. Another one where it disappeared. So I'm either looking at my line movement, reacting to a strike. I'm seeing the fly disappear, or I actually feel the tension on the line. But for the most part, it's been the fly disappearing. Any luck yet? Yes. I'm having lots of luck today. All right, let's go and pop it out again. Okay, this one I'm gonna let it sit a little bit and then we'll start to twitch. Okay, all right. Let's go a little bit further out in case there's one lurking out a little bit further. I just saw some swirling movement here up close. Let's pop it back that way. Okay, got some, there's a hit right there. That one I saw him come up behind it and strike. Yeah, you wanna learn how to fly fish. Well, you gotta find a place that has fish like this where you pretty much, it doesn't care how you're casting, just get the dang fly where they're at, and you can work on practicing your cast at the same time catching a fishery or two. All right, and so just to give you an idea, this is the setup I have. I got a lot of line on the water, but bottom line, I really don't need that much, but if I do need it, I can quickly pop it out there and get some distance if need be. All right, let's go ahead and fish a little bit further out and see if I can coax one to hit. Watch it be up close when he hits it. Up close, yep, right there. He's right there. And he came up right behind it and played with it. Let's go back out again. So like I was saying, you really don't need a cast too far. A lot of times, most of your hits are gonna be up close. Okay, and that one, you definitely tailed it right at the tail end. Let's pop it out again. Let's go here. Let's see if Mr. Fishy wants to play. There's a hit right there. All right. That one was the actual strike happening. Chalito. Basilito. Okay. So yeah, I'm starting this other series where I'm gonna do a monthly lure challenge. What I'm doing is, what is that, buy me a coffee thing, but I call it buy me a lure or whatever, and you guys can put in some tips and whatnot and put in what you think the next lure should be, and then once I get it tallied up, my plan is to just fish it and see what happens and hopefully post the biggest catch. Look at that right over here. All right, so certainly check it out. I got a link in the description. Just another way to kind of try my luck at different lures and whatnot. And engage with y'all. Maybe you guys can, oh, there's one. He had it. I saw him come up right behind it and had it in the mouth briefly. All up close and personal. Let's try it again. Okay. There he goes. Ah, he stopped. He's still looking at it. Okay, let's see if he'll, yeah, cast it back out to him again. Maybe he'll come back and hit it. Oh, man. That guy's picky. Yeah, he's a little picky. Okay, well. Anyways, yeah, just to get y'all's input as to what fly to use or what lure to use. And hey, maybe what? There's one coming up behind it. I can see a wake coming up behind it. Denied. Okay, let's try it again. Let's take it over here close to the shallows. I've had it before where I've had some lurking right here, inches of water, right on the bank. Okay, I stepped on the line. Bear with me. Okay, let's get it out there. Okay, maybe they're not over here in the shallows, but let's go and pop it out here. Get it close to the rock or the tree. Oh, there's one right there. Ah, it came up behind it and stopped. Had it brief. Oh, there's another one though. Let's see if he's looking at it. Yeah, it's a little bluegill. All right, let's do the twitchy movement here. Just a little shaky shake movement. There's one coming up behind it again. Okay, let's do it again. I'm just doing this little twitch motion here. As I swing the rod in, just a little twitchy. Oh, he hit it. Shoot. That one swiped at it. Got a little twitchy motion. It kind of moves forward like that in a jerky fashion. And the marabou kind of pulses. Hey, maybe that excites them. Maybe that's what they want. Give them what they want. Let's go back out here a little bit. Check the chat. Howdy. Hi, guys. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Let's check over here. Oh, I see some little guys here. Mix of some little guys. Who knows, there might be a big guy in the mix. Looks like some fingerling. Okay, all right, there's some little fingerling that I just spooked. Some ducks. Okay. And this is inches of water. If it was a decent-sized bass, its back would actually be out of the water right now. But hey, I always try giving it a go here because I've caught so many over the years in this shallow condition, and usually up close to the bank. We just can see a bunch of these little fingerling bass. There's a little bass there that went, but I can see some of these bait fish moving about, which certainly is what I'm mimicking with this particular fly, the one feather fly. Keep shaking it a little bit here. Let me pop it back out, take it through the shallows or let's see it. There's one chasing it. Oh, come on, hit it. There's two of them playing with it right now. I'm dragging it on the bottom, see if I can get him to pick it up. Nah, he doesn't want to pick it up. They're tailing behind it and kind of following it. They're interested, but they're, oh, that one's chasing it. They're interested, but they're not sealing the deal, as I say. Okay, let's see if I can get them to hit this one. That one kind of came up right behind it and tried popping it. Oh, big one. I spooked the big one. Where were you? Let's get back out there. Let's see, maybe he's out there. Let's see if there's a big one that wants to play. All right, let's pop it out this way. Let's work it close to shore. There's one looking at it. Another one of those little fingerlings. Oh, he came up behind it. Ah, he stopped. Okay, let me try this retrieve here. Came up right, there's one looking at it again. He's right behind it. He's looking at it, it's on the bottom. There he goes. That one hit it on the bottom. Right on the bottom. Yeah, definitely have to have polarized sunglasses to see these strikes at times. It does help that it's pretty shallow too. See, it's getting pretty beat up. Lost count on how many I've caught and released, but you can certainly get the idea that the one feather fly can catch bass. I've used it to catch bluegill as well. I haven't caught a trout on it yet, but hey, who knows? Trout stocking season's in the mix here, so may be able to confirm that this fly will also take the troutus. Okay, let's go back out a little bit. Okay, no, let's pop it back out this way. Take it in shallow. There's one looking at it. Looks like a bluegill. That's a little bluegill. Let's skip the bluegill. I want some bass. Okay, let's get it back out here. Okay, it's pretty cool when they strike. Whoa, there's two just right in front of me. Let me back off a little bit. See if I can convince one to hit. Okay, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. I lost him. Yeah, got me a tree fish. All right, let's see if I don't lose this guy. Mr. Tree Fish. I am an expert tree fisherman. Catch them before I catch anything else at times. All right, let me see if I can make up some of these line here. I think I see that guy still. The other one's still lurking over here in the shallows. Okay, see if he's still there. Yeah, he is. Okay, there's two of them. Okay, coming up behind it. It's dragging bottom. I can't really tell if he's going to hit it or not. Let's try it again. They're interested though. I can see them. There's one looking at it. Two looking at it. Okay, yeah, two look. There's another one coming back to it again. I need to take up some of this line. I don't think I need as much. Okay, all right, back out here. Okay, there was like three or four. There's one looking at it now. Okay, and I had it dragging bottom when the one looked like he was interested, but then I ended up getting a little leaf. Here's one looking at it. Come on, take it. Tree fish again. All right, let's go back out. I actually see a bigger one in there. Huh, okay. Let me walk it up slow. Okay, let me pop it back out. Maybe they're a little bit further out now. There he goes. He's looking at it. Came up behind it, but he stopped, turned away. Let's do it again. Here he comes. Wow, right by his nose. It's another one looking at it. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. Killing me. Killing me. See if I give it some more speed. Maybe they want a faster movement here. Let's try that. Short pulls. Shake it, shake it. There's one chasing it. He turned away. Followed it in and turned away. Let's go back out here. Short pull retrieve. Come on. Take it. Nope. All right. Let's pop it out this way. Get some line out of the way here. See if I can coax that other guy to strike. Hate it when they just kind of come up behind it and they hit a sign. Come up behind it and look like they're going to hit it hard and they just stop short. There's one looking at it. Okay, bunch of turtles. Let's see if he'll hit it again. Okay, no. Okay, back out. Okay, looks like they slowed down a little for me. But hey, who knows? The way they were biting earlier, I got a feeling there's going to be another school of them that want to play. So let's see if we can find that school. Okay, I'm going to fish it faster. Okay, there's one chasing it. That looks more like a bluegill, though. Yeah, it looked like a bluegill. All right, let's pop it out. Okay, take it through the shallows. Some rocks just here. So I'm just kind of hovering over these rocks. Nope, no takers there. Okay. I don't know how much more longer I have. It's one of these quick trips where I'm heading out and just kind of seeing if I can take advantage of this warm weather and see if I can get them to strike. One chasing behind it. Man. Let's see if he'll do it again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. All right, let's go take it out here real quick and see. And then I want to run to this one spot where there's some shallows. Nope. Okay. Got me a leaf. All right. Let's walk it up a little bit. All right, let's just kind of walk up this way. Bunch of trees here, so maybe a little tight quarters, but I think if I can kind of edge in between these trees and get to this one spot, I might have a chance at a couple of the bass that usually lurk over here along the shoreline. So let me get untangled here. All right. Turtle City. Okay, I'm just kind of peek in the water here, see if I can catch a glimpse of one moving about. I'm tangled. All right, let me get this guy untangled. All right. Okay, so let's see. I don't see anything lurking nearby. I see some turtles moving about again. Got my line all clobbered, so let's clear that out. Okay, just gonna kind of do one of these, flip the fly over here real quick and just kind of get it in the water. Just kind of get it in the water, see if I can. There's one looking at it. Little bass. Oh, there's a bass over there. Chasing something in the shallows. Let's go back over there. Got me another tree fish. Let's get that guy off. So I'm underneath a bunch of these limbs of a tree. Pine tree, I think it is. Cypress tree. And sure enough, I'm hooked onto another one. Okay, he's off. All right, let's see if I can at least get a cast in without hooking up into trees here. All right, let's just clear it off there we go. All right. Okay, pop it out this way. Right along this point, sometimes you'll get a glimpse of a bass that's kind of lurking for a passing morsel here. Doesn't look like it that time, but let's go a little bit further out. Okay, a little shaky shake motion. Oh, all right. Let's get one more cast out this way. All right, let's go to the other side here. All right, let's see. Let's go back over here. Actually, no, let's go over here. There's this one shallow area that's got a lot of junk tangled right now, so let me get that undone. Yeah, water's low, but usually if I can get past all that junk, I can coax a fish or two to strike, but, well, first I got to get untangled from this limb. Got me another one of those tree fish, you know? All right. Okay. Let's see what we can scare up here. Got some folks on high, can roll cast 15 yards. Nice, awesome. Roll casting is awesome. Okay. All right, so this is very shallow, and usually what happens here is you are usually scaring up some of these little bass and whatnot, kind of cruising the shallows for food, and what I'm trying to do is just find a spot where I can stand and cast. All right, this might be a good spot. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, yeah. Let's try this spot real quick. And we just keep popping it out there. Sometimes you get them kind of lurking here, passing through the area. And a lot of times when it's shallow like this, you'll see sort of a V-wake or a hump in the water behind it when they're coming up and hitting it. Okay, sort of, oh man, got me another tree fish. Sort of, getting your heads up that there's one lurking there. All right, here, let's go to this other side here. Okay, let's get off this tree. Tree fish city. All right, Let's go back around this other side. Okay, certainly got into some small guys. Once in a while, there's a big guy lurking in here. Let's see if maybe we can coax one to strike. All right, bunch of greenery here, or brownery, leaves coming in the water now. All right, this looks like a good spot to try. All right, I'll stand off a little bit so I don't spook anything that might be lurking close by. And I'll just kind of, oop, well, spooked a bunch of these little guys. Okay, let's see if we can coax one of these bass to strike. It's got some junk on it. Let's see if I can get it off. No, got a bunch of that, I think, limb or pine needles on it. Yeah, let's go back around. I see a spot that I could probably cast without getting a bunch of these pine needles on me or on the fly. Pine needle and some greenery on that one. All right, really tangled right now. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna take up some of this line. Again, I don't think I need as much line as I have here. Okay, let's go right over here and fish on the other side of all these needles, pine needles, and hopefully I can get a nice, oh, there's a ton of bluegill here. Holy cow, ton of bluegill. Let's see if they'll strike this. There's one looking at it. Yeah, a bunch of little bluegill. Wow, well, maybe there's a bass in there. Yeah, there is a bass. I see one. Okay, yeah, I see several bass. Let's go this way in case there's something lurking. Very shallow, but yeah, I can see them. There's a little bass just went by. Hit another tree fish. Right there again. I thought I kind of marked that one too before I cast, but nope. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I tend to hook into every single one of those guys. All right, I see one way out there. Scared of bluegill. Okay, can't tell if that's a bluegill or a bass trailing behind it. There's a bluegill popping it. Oh, cool. Oh, I think that's a bluegill or a bass. Okay, ooh. Let me see if I can get it right there. Right in there. Okay, I'm gonna drag it a little bit, see if he'll hit it. Yeah, water's really clear. I can see him. There's about 20 or so kind of moving about, mainly bluegill, but there is a bass in there too. Not sure if they're gonna strike, at least the bluegill are gonna strike this fly as readily as a bass, but we could certainly give it a try. Okay, there's one looking at it. There's another bass. Oh, let me try it back. Right there in that corner. I got some junk on it. Shoot, he's right there too. Got it right over him, but I got some junk on it. Perfect spot, right in front of his nose, but that was on there. Ain't gonna catch him with that needle stuff on there. Okay, let's try it again. All right, let's start with our back cast and flop it over. Okay, got a bluegill looking at it. I don't see the bass looking at it though. Where'd you go? Several bass looking at it again. Man, these guys are playing hard to get. All right, let's try over here. Okay. It's like the bass over there at the other pond were definitely active. These guys are kind of lurking below, thinking about it, or not thinking about it. Okay, more bluegill. There's a bluegill looking at it. Oh, there's a bass way out there. Let's see. I could convince him to turn on it. Yeah, okay, let's see. Got a tree behind me. Okay, got it right next to him. Nope, kept going. There's a bluegill, just keeps staying right behind it, popping at it. And there's a nice bass right over there. Okay, more bluegill. All right, let me try it again. Let's try that junk again. A lot of pine needles. All right, let's move around. Okay, it looks like someone's over here on the other side. I don't want to mess with him. Yeah, he's kind of camped out at the feeder creek. So we'll go over here where there's an opening, and maybe we might coax one to strike over there. Okay, let's go over here and see. Water's pretty shallow back here, so let's see if we can convince him to strike. All right, let me just kind of situate it here. Okay, pop it out a little bit here. Start out close, because you never know what may be lurking up close. Okay. Right there, I got hooked onto the bank. Right on the bank here. What is this? What is this guy? Where are you? Somewhere in this salad is my fly. I lost him. Where is he? Okay, I see it now. Wow. Definite salad city. All right, gotta fix my line. Got it all clobbered here. tend to do that when I get, man, I'm stuck on the bottom here. Okay, let's get that cleared, and we'll try casting here in a moment. All right. I'm gonna take up some of this line because, again, I don't think I really need as much line. I tend to cast and throw down my line everywhere, and next thing I know, I got a ton of line everywhere, but I'm not maintaining line management as much as I should have. Okay, let's pop it out. See if something's lurking further out here. Water's shallow here, maybe 2 foot at times. Used to be deeper, but over the years it's kind of sedimented over. And usually you might be able to get one of these passing bass kind of cruising the shallows or the bank, looking for something tasty to strike. Let's get it down that way. Get it away from the bank. Okay, and just kind of twitching it. Nope, let's go back out this way. Feeder Creek is taken, so all right, we got to work it fast because I believe I can't fish the whole day. Wish I could. All right, but let's see if we can get back over here, get another cast or two in, and then we'll work that other part of the pond, and then we'll call it. All right, it's just a lot of bluegill here. I don't want to change flies right now because, well, I don't feel like catching bluegill today. More like the bass. Okay. Can see at least 20 bluegill moving about. It's got some junk on it. It still has some junk on it, but I'm gonna try fishing it. All right, let's pop it out. Do these short pull retrieves. Don't see the fly. I mainly just see my fly line. Okay, there's one reacting to it, but it's a bluegill. Okay, little bass looking at it. No, it's a bluegill. All right. Go back over here. Oh man, they're splashing one of those bass. Okay, we got some bass in the mix. Here I'm just gonna have to cast it and bring it in as soon as I can from the, before I get clobbered on all those pine needles. All right, let's get it out that way. Let's see if we can get one to strike. Oh, there's a turtle. Okay, you can see my fly moving. Nope. Amazing how from this angle I can't see those bluegill. There's a bass, 2 bass, thinking about it. Can't really see those bluegill that I saw, but they're there. Just the way the light is hitting it, you don't really see them, even though take another step the other way, and sure enough, there are at least 20 right there. Okay, let's move back. All right, surprised how many people are out today. I didn't think there'd be that many people fishing. Spook some here. Okay. Let's get it back out a little bit further. Just keep shake, shake, shake. Okay, back out. All right, not seeing it. Let's keep going. Running gun technique. Hit it and go. Don't get a hit, let's keep going. And I think I've just got it. Oh man, I'm stuck. Okay, I don't have much more time to fish, so I'm really rushing it now. Okay, there's somebody over there. Let's see, let's go back here. All right, let's go back here in this shadowy area. See if I can get it over the junk. Times there's one lurking below or above, right here in these shallows. Worth a try. Okay. Telltale is seeing that V-wake. I may have lost a fly on that. I hooked onto something. Yeah, let's check it out. I heard it hook onto some weeds. All right, let me check it out here. I may have to tie on a new one, and then we'll just come back the same way we came, and maybe we might be able to coax another one of those guys to strike. Yeah, I lost him. All right, we'll retie it, and then we'll finish it out over here on my right, where we were earlier. Okay, and luckily I tied several of these before I came out. Okay, so let's see. Very simple fly. Look at that, something chasing them in the shallows. One feather fly. Yeah, they're moving about. They are active. Maybe it's this activity is picking up because we know there's going to be a cold front coming through, and they're getting a little hungry maybe. Who knows? But hey, when you have the opportunity to fish, you go for it. It's like when asked, when's the best time to go fishing? Whenever you can, you know? It's all great that the Solinar or whatever, Hoo-yah tables are out and the fish are biting like crazy, but if you can't go, you can't go. So rather than do that, just go. Best time to go fishing is whenever you can. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, but hey, can't catch them if you don't have your line in the water. All right. Okay. All right, let's just pop this out here, kind of work it in close first, and I'm just slowly working my way back to where we were earlier. Bunch of little bluegill. There's a bass going over there. Just spooked them. Again in shallows, inches of water. Inches of water. That's what's surprising. Be surprised what is lurking close to shore. All right, there's one right there. He was right behind it looking at it. See if he'll hit it again or look at it again. It's a little fingerling there that looked at it. And then the other one was about what we were catching earlier. Okay. All right, try back over here. Little shake, 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 Sonora. Nope, got me a tree fish. So at this point, I'm just kind of working my way back, see if we can cover where we were and maybe see if there's a duck just scared one right there. See if I can coax one to hit. And then we'll be calling it here soon. So bear with me. Let's see if we can just kind of get another round of those fast and furious guys. Kind of prospecting the water ahead of me. Okay, there was some movement there. Okay. Let's pop it back out this way. Little shaky shake motion. I don't have much line at all going out. And I'm really just kind of flip-flopping, casting out in front of me, behind me, prospecting the waters. See if these guys are back here in the shallows wanting to play. And then while we're here, we'll get one a little bit further out. Okay. All right, let's pop it out that way. One thing I'll do is I'll keep an eye out in front of me. See, oh, right there. Look at that. Right there. That was a nice one. Spooked them on the bank. Man. I was expecting a little guy to be there, and sure enough, there's a big guy right there. Wow. And right there, you can see the cloud right there. It's basically less than 10 foot, if not 8 foot from the. So yeah, you definitely want to. There's a hit. You definitely want to step lightly when you are fishing the banks in your particular pond, because a lot of times the fish are lurking really close to shore. Okay. Let's go back out. Okay. Little shake, shake movement. Back that way. Let's take it in this way. Come on, guys. All right. Let's pop it out here. Where'd you guys go? Yeah, it was like a school of them just kind of hanging out here, hitting everything moving by. Looks like they may have moved on, but maybe need to kind of check again. What do you say? Okay. Doesn't hurt to right there. He bubbled up on it, swiped it, and I missed him. There's one looking at it. There he goes. I did the little quick jerk, and he swiped at it, and I still missed him. See if I can get him to do it again. He just came up right behind it and popped it. I pulled back on it, thought I was going to have him hooked on, but well, he got off. That's fishing. Yeah. Get him on every cast as well as miss him on every cast. I am guilty of that. Okay, where'd you go? Oh, there's one coming up behind it. He came up right behind it. There's one looking at it, two looking at it. There we go. It's those little guys again. See if I can coax them. Here's one. Nope. Okay, I'll try the little short twitch and see if I can get them to hit it. They kind of come up behind it, and then they'll just do a real quick short dart forward and pop it. There we go, right there. Right there. Wow. Ooh. Took a while, but I got him. So a little short dart forward and bang, you hit it. Okay. Let's see if I can coax another one of these guys. Okay. There's another one. He's just looking at it. And again, this is less than a foot of water. Okay. There's one, another one looking at it. Okay, let's go a little bit further out, and I'll continue doing this little short twitchy. There's one looking at it. See if I can get him to hit it. He's coming up right behind it, and he's stopping. See if I can get it to hit it again. Just a short twitch. There's one trailing. Come on. Quit trailing and hit it. Nope. Okay, let's go back out this way. Come on. Something just moved to my right. Got to cast to it if I hear it or see it. There's one. Just looking at it. Yeah. Missed him. See if I can get him to hit it again. So I saw some movement to my right, and that was over there. Look at there. That was my indication to go ahead and cast in that direction. But lo and behold, there's one coming up the bank here. Looks like he's moving up the bank. Let's see if I can convince him to strike. Yeah, there's another one. So it must be another school coming around the pond, making their rounds. All right, let's pop it out there again. Okay, had one trailing it. It's like I was saying, it is extremely helpful having polarized glasses. I can see them come up behind it. Also see some of the mistakes I make when I'm right there. There's one looking at it. he's playing with it. He's kind of tailing the bottom with it. Okay, he lost sight of it. Let's see if I can coax him again to look at it. Okay, here he comes again. It's right on the bottom. I'm just kind of dragging it. Stuck on the bottom. Okay, see if I can do it again. These guys are fairly little, but hey, they're fun to hit. And since I'm using a size 8 hook, I may be missing a few of them as well. Tree again. Let's go back this way. Okay, and there was one coming up the bank, like he's slowly feeding. There's one looking at it. Come on, it's right behind it. Okay, I'm bouncing on the bottom, kind of let it hit bottom, and then I'm kind of twitching it up. And he's trailing behind it, sort of like a hound dog trailing a scent. And he's just quite not striking it at that tail end. Nothing there. Okay, let's go back this way. See if I can coax another one of these guys. Come on. Let's see it. Okay. All right, there's one that came up behind it. Frustrating. It came up behind it and actually tapped it and did one of those little misdirections where they hit the fly and it kind of jumps to the right a little bit. These aren't big, but they are certainly ones to get better at fishing. I learn a lot of stuff fishing these guys, especially keeping that finger like so on your rod handle to set the hook. Keep it out here, it's a lot harder. Oh, he's right behind it. Right harder to set the hook like that versus pull back and lock on. Good rule of thumb. Keep thy finger on the trigger. The handle in this case. Okay. Come on, come on. All right, let's go back out. Let's see if we get one more and I'm gonna have to call it. Got my honey-do list I gotta knock out here, and well, some of us can't fish all day. I certainly would give it a try though, but I don't mind these short, quick trips. These are fun. Get you ready for the actual trips where, oh, there's one right behind it. Come on, hit it. Hit it, come on, buddy. Kind of tapped at it. Trailing right behind it, I saw him. Okay. Let's see if I can get him to do it again. Man, these guys are picky. All right, let's go down this way. Cut it in shallow, work the shallows. There it is, right there. In the shallows. In the shallows. Not far from the bank. And it doesn't mean that they're small either. There's some bigger ones that'll be lurking on the bank or along the bank that you should be aware of, okay? All right, well, I was saying that was the last fish, but I'm a liar when it comes to that. Let's try one more, huh? What do you say? I'm bad. I'm very bad at this. One more fish, one more cast, 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. I'm very bad. All right, let's see. Come on, come on. What is lurking here? What is lurking here? Let's pop it out again. Okay, let's flip it behind us. See if they came back on me. Yeah, there's one. Little bluegill looking at it. Walk it down a little bit, right where I saw that one earlier. Looked like they may be, that bigger bass was down there earlier. Let's see if he'll come back. Okay, I think it was right about over here. Maybe he's still lurking there. Who knows? No. And like I'm saying, this is inches of water. I just spooked 3 of them. Inches of water, and I'm fishing this little fly just under the surface, about an inch deep. Not very, very deep at all. It's a cream-colored fly, so I get a good visual of the fly in the water as well as when a fish takes it. All right, there's 2, 3 little bluegill, or correction, bass, little fingerling bass looking at it. I need them to take it hard. Okay. So yeah, I'll see the fly cutting through the water, and I'll see it disappear. That's a good telltale to set the hook. In other cases, you'll actually see the little guy, in this case, little fingerling bass, come up right behind it and hit it. Okay, there's one looking at it. Let's pop it out again. I'm just doing a little 4-weight, 8-foot 4-weight, Remington Pursuit, and nothing fancy. It's a fast action rod. I've used it for years, had no issues with it. Never really felt undergun fishing these ponds like this with this, but you definitely don't want to fish some of those bruiser striped bass over there at the tail race. But this 4-weight is a very handy rod to have around the day. I'm just going to work it fast and See if we can coax one out. I just spooked some over here up close. Right there. There he is. Spooked them in up close, but luckily I got one of them to strike. All right. That certainly was fun. One feather fly. Very simple fly. Lots of fun on these fingerling bass. All right. I'm going to call it now. Appreciate you guys joining. Until next time, catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.